down?
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Hard week?
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. So, I am seeing the thumb be pretty stiff and straight there, so try to keep it a bit more curved. Go ahead and do slur 2. Okay, so definitely still hearing some jittering in the bow there. Best I can attribute that to is just a stiff arm. So try to relax that arm a bit more. I can't see any evidence of the shoulder raising, so
Yeah, I don't
maybe
know what it is when I'm at home. I'm relaxed enough to just most of the time I get it right. And
so you haven't experienced much jittering at home?
A little bit, but not as much as I usually do here.
Well, it's one of the things I'm used to. I'm a teacher, so I'm kind of cursed to not get a good performance out of my students when they come in person. So,
Okay.
well, so most I contribute it is just a tense arm movement there. So try to focus on a relaxed arm as we do slur 3 now.
Okay. Ooh, that wasn't right. Wait, that was 4. Sorry.
No problem. Well, it seems like there's a little less jittering, still vibrating a little. Definitely seems to happen somewhat in the middle here. Can I see the bow real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. This could actually be tighter. Okay. Don't forget the wiggle room part of a pencil eraser fitting through there.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and do slur 4. Okay, pretty good. Definitely less jittering. I saw pretty much the movement, but didn't hear it as much there. So, definitely. When we tighten this at home, what are we doing?
I mean, I'm usually trying to go for about that in between, but I'm usually mostly, for the most part, going until it gets to where it's too stiff for me to loosely tight.
Mm-hmm. To loose. Okay.
So
I see.
I can't just loosely turn this anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that still looks good. All right. That was slur 4, right? So go ahead and do your improvisation.
I lost it.
You just lost your muse or something?
I just lost the note and I suddenly lost where I was going.
Okay. Well, you did some improvising. That's good. All right. So pretty much just 2 comments. Keep the thumb curved and relax the arm on both strokes. One thing probably is just to make sure we got that unscrewed consistently to the same spot.
Okay.
Or not unscrewed, tightened to the same spot there.
Okay.
Okay, let's see now. So still trying a little star and variation C, it looks like. Okay, we'll warm up with the theme first. try that one again? Just try to stay a little bit more focused.
Okay.
Okay, pretty good job there. All right. Yeah, sometimes we can get, especially with simple songs like this, we can probably get a little confident. And was there a point maybe where you weren't looking at the music?
I think I just lost my place and
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So just try to do your best to stay focused. Go ahead and play variation C. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there just because that's already sounding more like variation E. So 1 and 2 and
Okay.
So the thing is, that's still not quite sound like variation E, C. In fact, it's sounding a bit more like this one, variation D, where, so right, you see how there's 3 eighth notes?
Mm-hmm.
Usually we only have 2 eighth notes in one beat, but these are written in a way so we can have 3. It's kind of like they're cramming them into space for 3, for 2 eighth notes. So this is what we call triplets, and we do have this in music sometimes. One of the last songs in here will have it. So triplet, triplet. They're all evenly spaced within one beat, and that's what I'm hearing from you right now.
Okay.
Which for variation C, the eighth notes need to be a little bit longer than the 16ths there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Can you try just that measure real quick? Focus on the rhythm there.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what we need to be hearing for the whole song. Now let's go ahead and let's try the whole song with that.
Okay.
So, one thing may be helpful, if you know the rhythm, it's the same rhythm in each beat, so you could probably try reading this while playing. Though I think you were due to play, to kind of like start at this again. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
So. Okay, so pretty good job on the rhythms there. Now, do you know? I'm assuming that you probably practiced this the old way, pretty much for the whole week. So, do you know why it's a long followed by 2 shorts when we're reading the music?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I just for some reason I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so most of the songs we're dealing with are mainly the quarter notes and the half notes, which are very obvious with there. So this we're getting, it's the variations are definitely getting down to the smaller details. So notice that this is only has only one beam, where these two have two beams. So eighth note, 2/16 notes. The 2/16 are shorter.
Okay.
So that'll kind of help with clarifying the reading there. In fact, if you remember from variation A, we had 4/16 notes, so 4 really short, da 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 da. And the 2 eighth notes, they were longer, dum dum. And what's happening here, though, this was like one beat of just 16ths. That was one beat of just eighth notes. In this, we have one beat of both.
Okay.
So, and sometimes we can even have the 16th notes first and then the eighth note second. If it's really complicated, we'll probably have 16th, 8th, 16th.
Okay.
Da-da-da. That would be pretty tricky rhythms there. Kind of glad they didn't do a variation of that. But, so just wanted to clarify that, understand with the note reading.
Yeah.
So, could you play it, the whole variation one more time? Let's just try this. Play it with that rhythm, 1 and a 2, but read the notes here. This is the whole song, so.
Okay.
Okay, very good. I'm going to move you on from variation C.
Okay.
So we just clarified the understanding note reading. You had 2 good performances of the rhythm, so we're going to focus you on variation B now.
Okay.
So variation B, no 16th notes, but we do have these 8th rest here, and those can make it kind of funny working with here. So let me just put this real quick. Okay, so counting this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember how the 8th notes is just counting the number 1, and the second 8th note in the beat gets the word and. And we're whispering these. Let's you and I just count this together.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good? So playing it. Is like, will work like that.
Okay.
Pretty much just stop your bow on the rest. Keep all the notes even. I've been having trouble with some students where they'll probably make this 8th note longer. But it's still an 8th note. We need to keep it all even. So
Okay.
let's you and I try playing through what's written there of the variation. 3 and 4. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
3 and 4 and. Alright, good job. Can you do that much by yourself now? Okay, pretty good. So I think you're ready to start practicing with that one on your own. So just simply write down here, read the theme while playing as the variation so you can get the whole song in there.
Okay.
With this variation, when we finish the end, which will be an A, especially since most students are playing from memory, they'll play dum dum but forget the third A after the 8th note there. So as you're working and read on this, just remember to get 3 8th notes with the rest before the third.
Okay.
All right. So good job there. Let's see. Let's take a look at Go Tell Aunt Rhody. job there. Did you start with a down bow?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Here, let you and I just play together real quick.
Okay.
So, just one, because the way, I believe the way these bowings work out, so long as you start with that down bow, then both lines should start with a down bow. I definitely saw these start with up bows, so.
Okay.
Right, ready? Good job. Just make sure follow your down bows, but the song is definitely there.
Okay.
So we can move you on from Go Tell Aunt Rhody. So.
Okay.
All right. So next one is "O Come Little Children," which looks like we started that one just last week. So let's go ahead and hear it. Good job. Just seems like the bow's touching against some of the other strings there. So just be careful not to overcross when you're going to the A string. Let's go through that again. Really good job of playing it. Just go through it again. Really try to only move the bow just enough to get onto the desired string. Okay, so good job. Oh, good job again. And one observation from when you and I played Go Tell Aunt Rhody together and just listening to you on some of these notes, I think your second and third finger are getting just a little high there.
Okay.
So keep second finger. Let's see. Keep them from going sharp.
Okay.
Remember that when it comes to this bass right here, it really should. The second finger should only be far enough away because there will be a first finger. So there's room for another finger to fit there.
Okay.
Because you may remember from the worksheets, this is an option as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not doing it now, but towards the end of this book, we'll definitely have a lot more of the low second finger. So, and right now your guideline for the third finger is that it's close to here. So let's work with not pushing these too far up, so that when it's time for this, he's more comfortable right here and not all the way up there.
Yeah.
Or, heaven forbid. Okay. But overall, both of these songs, they're definitely being played very well. So I think we can go ahead and start you on this one, May Song.
Okay.
Now this one has something that we last looked at on the worksheets, the dotted quarter note there. You remember what that dot does?
Just makes it like a half a note or half a value longer, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm. So in this case, it's going to be 1.5 beats. Do you remember how we would count that for the dotted quarter note?
1 and?
1 and 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, so it's as long as 3 eighth notes, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And just a little extra help with the counting part, the eighth note, we just kind of, after the dotted quarter note, we just kind of emphasize it a bit more strongly with our voice. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay?
Okay.
So play just that first measure real quick. That, as far as rhythms, that's the new thing in this song, so it's the thing I definitely look at more closely. Okay. Yep, that's sounding pretty good. Why don't we try a little sight reading of that whole line there?
Okay.
So, just since we're sight reading, feel free to go a little slower so you can catch all the notes. Okay, pretty good there. Now just kind of observing our bowing. Make sure, so with the dotted half note, it does look like maybe we're kind of running our full bow on it.
Yeah.
Which is an option, but for right now, I feel like what would be helpful for you is to kind of practice moving the bow slow enough so we're not running out, but fast enough so we still have good tone. So one of those. This will be an opportunity to practice a bit more precision with our bow movement there. So let's try that line again, kind of on your dotted quarter notes there. Just watch out for your bow usage. Don't overuse, shall we say?
Okay.
Okay, pretty good. Half note on the second measure there was pretty short, so watch out for that. Okay. All right, and then the second line there there's no dotted quarter notes, and that line gets kind of simple because the first two measures are copied and pasted over on the next two measures. So why don't we go ahead and try a sight reading of that one?
Oh wait, no, that's a D.
Okay, very good. Just watch out for those quarter notes right before the eighth notes. They were sometimes getting a little cut short. Can we try that line again? Pretty good there. And then the third line at the bottom is the exact same as the first line, so you're pretty much all set up to start practicing that one. I'm also going to add on long ago there. Okay. So this one, kind of like Go Talent Roadie, is another even balance of quarters and eighth notes. You notice that they interchange very evenly. So, what I would like you to focus on with this is short bow strokes on the eighth note. So maybe I said this before, short notes, short bows. So one of the things to kind of watch out for, a visual thing that can kind of help you check for this, if you longer notes on the quarter notes and shorter notes, notice that both those shorter ones were up here. Then we got another quarter note, two shorter notes. Those are both down there. One of those little tricks in bow distribution. Okay. That way we have our bow usage pretty evenly balanced for the even amount of quarters and eighths in this piece. Okay. We got enough time. Why don't you try a sight reading of that first line there? and stop right there. As you look ahead at this one, these two lines, they both start the same as the first one, but they end differently.
Okay.
So just kind of watch out for that. However, both of them, they are the same as each other. Then we just have this third line here. Only thing to watch out for is this note, which we haven't seen in the book yet, but you may remember that's the E on our D string we play with our first finger.
Okay.
So and it comes up twice, so just watch out for that. Okay, well, good job. Good lesson today. 2 songs down, 2 new ones on the board.